I'm showing you how to get LIL Doombringer in the battle bricks. LIL Doombringer is a special badge battler that you can unlock by completing the entirety of chapter 1 in 3 stars mode in normal or casual. So I just want to let you guys know that you do need to complete chapter 1 in 1 star. And then you got the option to do it in 2-star mode. And then you got the option to do it in 3 stars mode. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to go ahead and do that. But I highly recommend you completing at least chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Because that will basically on level cap your upgrade, allowing you to upgrade them even more, allowing you to fly through 2-star, 3-star mode of chapter 1. And that's what I done. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you a good XP farm. I highly recommend you XP farming in Ultimate Paintball, obviously, to get enough XP to get LIL Doombringer. But I'm going to do a walkthrough on how to get LIL Doombringer now. So if you're struggling and completing chapter 1, this is pretty much what you want to go ahead and do. It's just going to be a silent walkthrough. I will showcase LIL Doombringer right now. It's actually going to be quite sick, as you can see. But yeah, it's definitely a battler what you want to be getting if you are going to grind to more mode. But enjoy the walkthrough in chapter 1. Welcome to a beginner's walkthrough in the battle brick. So I'm going to be walking through chapter 1 with you guys and how you can complete it easily. So let's get stuck right in. Maybe you're new to the game, you keep on dying. Let me just quickly go over how the game works. These are going to be stages. In order to complete chapter 1, there's 30 stages what I'll be walking through. Every 5 and 10 stages, you will get yourself bricks. With bricks, you can get better units. XP is actually going to be used for upgrading your base and upgrading your unit. A lot of you don't know this if you're a new player, but you can actually upgrade your early income, your bank income, to obviously get more money, to defeat stages a lot more quicker. So I'm going to start from stage 1. I'm going to walk all the way through. So as soon as you start the game, it should look a little bit like this. So starting with stage 1, you obviously want to place down your units, and you just want to keep on doing that until you obviously beat the stage. So the more stages you unlock, you will be getting yourself new fighters pretty much. And new fighters you can obviously then go ahead and equip to defeat the enemies a lot more quicker and easier. So I'm going to give you a lot of tips in this video, so please watch all the way through, because honestly, I'm going to share with you some secret tips on how to get XP quickly. XP is needed. XP is a currency, what you need to obviously upgrade your unit. So I'm going to show you a really good way to actually go ahead and farm XP in this video if you're a beginner as well. Obviously, make sure you are using your cannon as well, and just keep on placing down as many units as you can. There we go. Stage 1 complete. Really easy. There you guys go. Now we're going to go ahead and return and move on to stage 2. So stage 2, if you go ahead and beat stage 2, you'll get yourself a unit this time. So this is going to be stage 2. Make sure you are upgrading your base. So sometimes you want to prioritize your bank income to actually get money, because in some cases you just want to do that. So always remember, prioritizing your bank income is going to be really important if you are new to the game. A lot of you might be wondering, how am I so overpowered and I've not completed chapter 1 yet? The reason why I'm so overpowered is because I did farm XP, which I'll show you how to do. So farming XP is going to be very important in the battle bricks to obviously make progress in the game quickly. And do not worry, I'm going to show you how to do this, and you can just leave it AFK for like a few hours, and I promise that you'll be able to fly through the stages with this XP method, as I'll show you in just a moment. So as you can see, XP. So now that we did just complete stage 2, you want to go to your loadout, because you then will go ahead and get yourself a trowel battler. The trowel battler basically stalls the enemy unit from attacking you, and you can actually go ahead and use it for your benefit. So we are now at the sword fight. Just to let you know, the sword fight enemy is actually going to be one of the best fighters in the game, especially if you are starting off in the game. So the trowel obviously stalls the enemy from attacking you, and then you can obviously have a fighter enemy next to your trowel. So you'll see how the trowel does work. You'll block the enemy, and then my enemy can actually go ahead and attack through the wall, and the enemies will just be punching the wall. So that's a very good strategy, what you want to be using, definitely for your early stages. You definitely want to be using the trowel to block the enemies, and it's just so handy, guys. It does really come in clutch, I'm going to be honest with you. So as soon as you go ahead and unlock this stage, you then will be able to get the sword, but just make sure you are upgrading your base a lot on this stage. Make sure you got the trowel equipped as well, and using your cannon as much as possible. Completed. Let's return and move on to the next stage. So now that you completed that stage, you should go ahead and get yourself a sword battler, equip the sword battler. Very overpowered. And what you can start doing now that you've got like a little bit of XP, go to the shop, and then go to your base. And I highly recommend you doing is increasing your bank income, your early income and your bank income. It's going to be very important, especially for your early game progress. And you always want to upgrade your base health a little bit as well. That does come in clutch sometimes. But now that we got that, we actually unlocked the sword battler, and that is very overpowered, the sword battler. So a little bit of a strategy what I use at this stage is the trowel and then the sword. So the trowel, this is like a really good strategy what I always done at this stage. So you want to use the trowel, and then you want to use the sword, and it's just such an OP like strategy, because the sword, you'll see how it works. You see what I mean? Like, the wall will block the enemies from attacking you, and then the sword just slices through the wall, hitting the enemies. Very overpowered. And you might be wondering how I'm one-tapping enemies with a sword. I did upgrade some of my units already, which is why I said XP is really important. You can farm XP really quickly, as I'll tell you in a moment, but a really good strategy what you want to be using, especially for your early game progress, is the troll battler and your sword battler combination. Very overpowered. There's also a strategy what you can do. You can use your bricks what you get to buy XP if you want to do that, or you can just straight up buy stuff from the gacha, but we did just complete that. You can get yourself another really good strategy, which is going to be the Slinger Battler. You should now get that after completing that. So the Slinger Battler is going to be really good for attacking far range without getting hit. So you want to use this really strategically. So the way on how I use it is that I do use my these noobs, and then I use my trowel, and then I use my slingshot at the back. So you just want to make sure that you got battlers in front of a slingshot battler, because the slingshot battler will be attacking from behind, as you can see. So the more enemies I bring in, you'll see that the slingshot battler will be attacking from afar. And as long as you got enemies in front of it, it should not be taking any damage at all. Whenever all of the enemies are in like a crowd, you just want to use your cannon, and that will just demolish all of them. There we go, victory. We now can go ahead and move on to stage 6. So now you would have obtained some bricks. So if you do return, you can buy stuff from the gacha if you really want to. Or you can go to bricks, right? And you can actually go ahead and you can buy experience. So for 50 bricks, you can buy a total of 10,000 experience. And XP is going to be really important. So you can buy that, get some upgrades if you really want to. But we are now moving on to Super Balling. Let's go ahead and complete Super Balling. Going to be quite easy to complete this one if I'm going to be honest with you. Just make sure you spawn in a lot of these noobs. Constantly upgrading your bank income. Your bank income is definitely going to be your priority, especially in the early games. So if you are really struggling in the early games, do not worry about taking damage on your base. Just what I usually do is that I don't even place down any units like this. I literally just keep on buying my bank income. I just keep on buying more money and upgrading my base. And then I literally just go ahead and place down a bunch of units because I'll be getting more money than the enemy then. And I should be able to get a ton of money. As you can see, I'm now getting a ton of money. And that allows me just to demolish all of the enemies because I've obviously got more money from the enemy. So the most important thing for the early stage is definitely upgrading your bank. We now completed Super Balling. We are now on painting walls. Let's go ahead to painting walls. I'm going to show you some really overpowered units, what you want to buy, by the way. I highly recommend you not buying the gacha, okay? Very important. Do not buy anything from the gacha, because I'm going to show you a unit what you can get in just a moment, which is going to be a lot more better than any gacha unit. So, yeah, there's actually a unit called the Speed Battler where you get a stage 13, and I'll be showing you how to get it. So, the Speed Battler does cost 100 bricks, just to let you guys know. So, the Speed Battler does cost 100 bricks, and it's honestly it's the best unit in the game when you get at stage 13. So, if there's a unit what you definitely want to be having on your team, it's a Speed Battler, and honestly, it does make the game so much more easier. So you really want to be saving your bricks all the way up to stage 13 if you can. You really want to be prioritizing your trowel at this stage. Your trowel battler is definitely going to be really important for flying through the stages. Bunch of balls. So once we gone ahead and got the Speed Battler, which is going to be at stage 13, I'll show you an XP farm which allowed me to become this overpowered as a new player. So I've actually not completed chapter 1 yet. I will be doing it in this video, but you can just follow along with me, guys, and we will complete chapter 1 together. So you can just copy what I do, guys, play the game whilst watching this video, and I promise that you will be able to complete chapter 1. So what I recommend you doing on this stage is just using the Troll Battler. So you want to place a Troll Battler first, and then start placing your attack enemies behind the Troll Battler. The Troll Battler is going to be like a meat shield, and the slingshot is obviously going to be You can, oh, by the way, do you know this enemy right here? You can use this as a meat shield. So if you can't afford the travel battler, these are going to be meat shields. A meat shield basically means like a human shield, and it protects you from your better enemies from getting attacked, like your sword battlers. So yeah, look, this one's literally called meat shield. So meat shield is basically called like putting all of these enemies first, and then it's gonna protect. These are gonna be like your shield against your main battlers, like your sword battler, your slingshot battler, and these are going to be like your meat shield, the ones in front. So you can say for the trowel battler, it's going to be a meat shield as well. You can see the enemy strategy in this like stage is that they're basically prioritizing the normal battlers and meat shield, which can be quite hard to complete, as you can see. So what I recommend you doing in this one is getting as many, just upgrade your bank as much as you can, and just get as many sword battlers. Sword battlers are going to be really good for early game progress, and just keep on using your fire cannon, because in this stage, like a lot of the enemies, battlers will stack when you want to use your cannon just to go ahead and, you know, to stop them from meat shielding. What I usually do, guys, is that I literally prioritize my bank income until my base is about to die, and then I start placing down as many units as I can. Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and done that, we are now on stage 10. So, once you complete stage 10, you will get yourself a lot of bricks. I'm going to be honest with you though, ultimate paintball is going to be quite difficult to complete. So what I recommend you doing is getting as much, you really want to be starting upgrading your stuff now, if I'm going to be real with you. So I highly recommend you going ahead to the shop now, and start trying to get yourself some extra XP. And start upgrading your bank income and your early income. That really helped me out. And your unit recharge. Your unit recharge will allow you to recharge your enemies, allowing you to place them down a lot more faster than your enemy. And yeah, this loadout, what I used to complete this was, I literally just used, guys, a bunch of sword battlers. You just want to level up your sword battlers as much as you possibly can. And once you've done that, we now can go ahead and start making some more progress. So let's go ahead and complete the ultimate paintball. So you can always play older maps to gain XP if you are stuck on this, but this one's going to be quite difficult. But as long as you upgraded your loadout a little bit with your XP, you should be able to fly through it really easily. So you want to prioritize on upgrading your bank in the early game of this stage, and then you just want to go ahead and place down a bunch of meat shields, trail battlers, and swords. Stage is going to be really annoying, and it did take me a while to actually complete this stage, if I'm going to be honest with you. But for early game, you really want to be farming this map for XP, as I'll show you in a moment, because we want to go ahead and complete this to obviously go ahead and get the speed battler, as I'll show you in a moment. So I've not completed the entire of chapter 1, just to let you know. I'm only on stage 15, so we're going to be completing the entire chapter together. But I was really stuck here until I figured out that you could upgrade. You see 4,000 XP for completing that, and we've done that in 2 minutes. So you can see that I'm only on stage 16. So yeah, I've not completed all of the stages yet, but we are now in Battler Spamming. So this is where you're going to be unlocking your speed battler. So we're currently on Battler Spamming, and this is where you really want to be upgrading your base. If you haven't upgraded your early income yet, you want to do that right now. You really want to upgrade your base right now. If you don't upgrade your base, you will not be able to complete this, because your enemies are going to be spamming a bunch of battlers. So if you haven't, you need to use your XP to upgrade your base now, or you will not be able to pass this stage. This is the stage where I figured out that you could actually level up your base. I didn't figure it out, guys. I never knew that you could upgrade your base until now. So yeah, I'm really stupid. Soon as you upgrade your base, you'll see a lot of difference, just to let you guys know. So yeah, we did just go ahead and complete this one. There we go. And then we move on to the next stage. So we did just go ahead and complete that one. We're now going to move on to stage 12. And at stage 13, if you saved up all of your bricks, we can use a speed battler. So let's go ahead, complete this one. Yep, that is the speed battler, one of the best units in the entire game. I absolutely love the speed battler. It's honestly so broken. Damage, a sponge. We gotta fight the speed battlers now, and as soon as you do this, you can buy the speed battler for 100 bricks. So this is why I told you to save up your bricks. So you better have saved up your bricks, because once you do complete this stage, you will unlock the speed battler. Completed that, and now if you want to fly through the stages, the speed battler is a unit what even like pro players use. So in order to unlock it, you want to go to the shop. If you go to the shop and go to units, you should be able to find it in special, and then you do need to buy it, as you can see. So it's going to be a special. You can buy it, and you want to save up your bricks to get the speed battler, if I'm going to be like brutally honest with you, and fully max it out if you do end up getting a bunch of XP. So now a really good XP farm, what you want to be doing if you're struggling with the stages once you got the speed battler, is if you do get an auto clicker, right, as you can see I got an auto clicker. So preferably you want to go ahead and do this on the map, which is going to be ultimate paintball. However, you can do it to any map what you want. But as long as you put the speed battler in slot 2, you are able to go ahead and farm XP. So once you got that unit, you can do it in the ultimate paintball map, or you can do it in other stages if you can't complete it in ultimate paintball. But as long as you farmed up enough XP, and you start this, and then you end the map, this is like going to be a really good method to farm XP. So you want to put your cursor on replay and then turn on your auto clicker. So I did just start my auto clicker, and now my auto clicker is going to be auto clicking on replay, and it's also going to be auto clicking on the speed battler. So what's going to be happening now is that whenever I complete this map by placing down, basically my auto clickers placing down speed battlers, and it's going to be replaying the map for me over and over and over and over again, as you'll soon see. So you want to leave this overnight, or leave it for like a few minutes, a few hours, until you get enough XP. But every time you complete this, you'll get 5,000 XP. So if you do it overnight, you'll be getting a lot of XP, as you can see. So it's going to be a really good method to obviously farm, as you can see. So you now can see that we did go ahead and complete this, and yeah, we got 4,000 XP in 50 seconds. Do that over and over again to gain XP if you guys are struggling with that. But yeah, we are now on stage 14. If I'm going to be honest with you, all you want to do now is try level up your speed battlers as much as you possibly can. That's what I've done. I did farm XP quite a lot. So if you're wondering how my unit is so overpowered, it's because I was farming a lot of XP overnight. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, but I'm still going to walk through all of the stages right now. But look how overpowered these speed battlers are. But literally just ripping through like everything. There we go. We've gone ahead and done that, and we're now going to go ahead and return, and now we're going to go to run and gunbud. So let's go ahead and complete this one, and it's going to be getting a lot more difficult now, but I'm going to prioritize my speed battler. Oh, okay, we've got some sort of new cannon. There we go, smoked. And now it's going to be getting a lot more harder now for me, because I've actually not got past this stage, which is stage 16. And I'll get the rocket battler. So this is where I'm going to be equipping other unit what I've got. I'm going to make it fair. I'm not going to use any of my these brick units. These are from the Gacha, because that will obviously just be unfair, wouldn't it? So I'm now going to go ahead, equip my normal battler, my troll battler. I'm going to start upgrading my base a little bit, if I'm going to be honest with you. So if you can't give upgrade to what I've got, then unlucky, you haven't been farming XP. But I'm going to go ahead, upgrade my unit charge. It's definitely going to be one of the most important upgrades. Your bank capacity as well. My early income and my bank income. Upgraded that. My XP is now almost all gone, but we are now on blow it up. Let's go ahead and complete this. I really don't think I need any other unit than the speed battler. Like, I generally don't need anything else other than the speed battle. It's just too good, isn't it? Gone ahead and completed that one. I did forget to equip my sword unit. My sword unit is actually going to be really overpowered. I don't know why I didn't equip that. So let me just quickly go to my loadout unit and the sword battler, equip it. You can also equip like other stuff in your other slots right here, which I will go ahead and do. So if you want to know how to access your other slot, you want to press space on your keyboard, and you can see that you can do that. So if I press space on my keyboard, it will show all of the other units. I haven't used this yet. I don't know if it's any good or not, but I did just place it down. There we go, completed that stage, and we've got a bomb battler as well. However, I'm going to move on to Team Fortress now. Let's go ahead and complete this stage. Why the hell does this base have so much damage? I've been attacking this base for ages now. It's not breaking for some reason. Maybe we need to place down a rocket battler to break the shield. I honestly don't have a clue. Yeah, it's going to take you a very long time to break the base on that. I don't know why that took so long. We are now on bullet hell. Let's go ahead and complete bullet hell. Is this going to be hell? Maybe. Did just place down my speed battler and upgraded my base. And looks like we are fighting against rocket battlers. Like I said, guys, if your units aren't as overpowered as mine, it's because I fully upgraded it from farming XP. So yeah, XP, very important. And if you aren't doing it, then you're going to be struggling, I'm telling you. Rocket Arena, 100 bricks if you complete this one. This might be quite hard. I'm only joking. We got the speed battlers. Quickly place down the speed battlers. And oh my days, there's a boss. We might be cooked, guys. I don't know. Oh my god, we're definitely cooked now. It's one tapping my speed battlers. How are we supposed to do it? We might be cooked, guys, not gonna lie. Speed battlers might come in clutch though. Not entirely sure yet though. Yeah, this is gonna be quite hard to defeat, guys. These rockets, if you haven't upgraded any of your units yet, you definitely want to do it. The fire rate is going to be way too fast for these rockets. You need to get yourself some sort of... Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult, not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, it has so much health. I might need to place down some trowel battlers and speed battlers and just stack them there. But we did go... Yeah, never mind. The speed battlers are doing its thing. Yeah, this is going to be quite a hard map to actually complete if you haven't upgraded your unit or your base. But we did manage to go ahead and do it. And we got 100 bricks now. So you can actually go ahead and do this, guys. Like I said, with the bricks, what you got, you can go to the shop, right? And then you can go to bricks and buy XP. So you can go ahead and buy experience with the bricks, what you guys, you can see. 20,000 XP, I will do that. Or you can go ahead and buy some stuff off the banner. So I guess you can start using your banner units now if you did save up your bricks, I guess. But it's definitely important that you go ahead, guys, and buy the speed battler. Very important that you do that. But I did just buy one of these. Let's see what we get, guys. Hopefully we get something good. Winged battler. Is that a super rare? I honestly don't know. I'm going to buy another one, but let's see if we can get something good, guys. Let's go ahead and buy another one. A glass battler. So I'm now going to go back to my units, to my loadout. And let's see what we got. I thought it was going to be any good. So is it going to be a rare? Oh, there's a super rare. I might as well equip this and this. Why not? Stop hammer time. Let's go ahead and complete this. But prioritize speed battler, because speed battler is like known to be like S tier on the official tier list of the battle bricks. So yeah, it's known for the speed battler to be the best unit in the game. So it's like very important that you get it. But we are flying through the stages, guys, not gonna lie, because I did XP farm. So if you haven't XP farmed before, make sure you do it, because if you XP farm, you are able to fly through the stages like me. Alright, with the XP, what I haven't really spent, I'm gonna go ahead to my... I'm literally just gonna go ahead, guys, and upgrade my base a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and buy unit recharge. Let's buy a few of those. That's fully maxed out now. Early income maxed out. Bank income maxed out. Don't really need base health. Cannon power mid. I don't really need these. Bank capacity. We'll upgrade that a little bit. Fully upgraded my bank, guys, from XP farming. Crazy. But now that we've done that, we move on to the next map. So let's move on to this map now. Let's go ahead. Upgrade my bank straight away so we get that good money. There we go. Completed that map. We move on to the next one. We are now on tank. Yeah, we might die this time. Let's find out. So we are now on tank. I don't know what's gonna happen. Is there gonna be a tank that will come out? Honestly, don't know. I mean, the base health of the enemy base is looking kinda crazy. Oh my god. Okay, let's go ahead and kill it. We might die here, if I'm gonna be honest with you. We are definitely starting to struggle now, as you can obviously see. So this is where it's going to struggle a little bit. Going to use my cannon. Hopefully my speed battlers are still coming in clutch. I don't really know. My speed battlers are just instantly dying by this tank. I highly recommend you guys, if you're struggling with this one, using meat shield. And then maybe getting some far ranged slingshotters. Like these enemies right here to kill the tank. Oh, and another tank did just spawn. This is going to be quite difficult to defeat this, not going to lie. So, what I recommend you doing is upgrading your rocket battler and your far range fighters. Because you will need to go ahead and have some sort of a meat shield to complete this one. Then have something far range doing damage. Because the tanks do damage anything close range. So yeah, you might need to go ahead and upgrade these quite a bit. Yeah, this bomber tower is definitely coming in clutch. Look, this bomber right here where you unlock, please upgrade it. This guy, honestly, if I never had that, I probably wouldn't get as far as I am right now. But I'm prioritizing my money so I can place down as many of these as I possibly can, because they are going to be quite pricey. Yeah, if I never equipped that bomb unit, I wouldn't have done that. This bomb unit definitely came in clutch for this map. It took a while to complete this one. You're definitely going to be struggling with this map, guys, unfortunately. So, yeah, my idea worked. There we go. So, yeah, copy that strategy, what I've done there. Now we've got the Titan Battler. Definitely having that equipped, because that is so overpowered. I might switch this with the winged battler, but I do need to go ahead and upgrade that quite a bit, because that unit is honestly so broken. So I'm going to go to the shop. I'm going to go ahead and get myself some more XP. Let's go ahead and buy that unit, and let me literally straight off the bat, guys, fully upgrade this Titan Battler. It's so OP. And now we've almost completed chapter 1. Let's go to stage 26. If you guys got any tips or strategies, let me know down in the comments, because obviously you guys might have your own strategies on how to get through stages a lot more easier than I do. I'm gonna go ahead and use some of my XP now, because I do really want to go ahead and upgrade this certain upgrade on my base. And then we'll go to the shop, base, and unit limit. That's still really slacking. I'm definitely upgrading that a little bit. Yeah, so speed battlers are like really helping me for like going through all of these stages. But impending doom 29, let's go ahead and do this. And then we've almost completed chapter 1. Got a feeling that this one might be a little bit difficult though. Completed, and now we move on to Doom Spire Brick Battle. This is going to be difficult, isn't it, guys? I am going to show you a full guide on how to complete the Doomspire brick battle. Just want to let you know that I have been farming a bunch of XP. Let me show you my loadout. If I go to my loadout, this is my loadout. So if I do go to units, this is my loadout right now. You can see that the level of my bomb battler, level 8, speed battler, but pretty much all. You can go ahead and pause the video and see the level of each of my units. And I did pretty much fully max out my base because I was farming a bunch of XP. So I did actually XP farm, just to let you know. This is going to be my bank. Pretty much my bank income's fully maxed out, early income's fully maxed out, unit limit fully maxed out, unit reach. The only things what's not maxed out is my bank. Well, my base health, cannon power, and enemy bounty and bank capacity, which I should actually upgrade. But I'm now going to go ahead, click start, and let's do this. I am using my Titan as a meat shield, then I'm going to just go ahead and use my Rocketers behind the actual meat shield, which are going to be the Titans, and that is going to be my strategy for this one. I'm then going to go ahead and just use a bunch of speed battlers in just a moment, but this strategy should actually go ahead and work. my strategy of getting titans and rocketers did work, and I was just placing down a bunch of these bomb battlers. And yeah, I mean, the strategy for me right now is actually working, as you can obviously see. So these titans as a meat shield, protecting the rocketers from behind. Then I'm just using bomb battlers, speed battlers, and yeah, you can easily just go ahead and complete Doomspire Brit battle by obviously doing this. You can obviously use like the slingshot battle as well, if you want to go ahead and fully max that out as well. But I'm just using the Titan as a meat shield, then the rocket battlers behind him, and just placing down the odd few speed battlers to break down the small, well, to kill the small enemies. As you kill that boss, you should be chilling, and the best way to kill that boss is titans to stall the enemy from going forward to your base, and then obviously using them rocketers and bombers. And we should go ahead and win this now. There we go, guys. I think we've done it, guys, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's a Doomspire Brick Battle Chapter 1 full guide. We should move on to Chapter 2 after we've completed this now. And there we go. That was so fun, not gonna lie. I actually really enjoyed that. So we have now completed that. Return, and have we got Chapter 2 now? Yeah, completed. Look at that. That is so sick. So yeah, we completed it, guys. That's how to complete Chapter 1 in the Battle Bricks. There you guys go. So yeah, I mean, thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess that'll be all now. See you all in the very next one.